They told us stories of Zeus and Thor and Apollo, but they forgot to mention Shango, they forgot Ogun, they forgot the gods who looked like us. Across Africa, long before colonization, there were gods of thunder and wisdom and war and water. They weren't myths, they were culture, they were power, and they were black. This is part one of a series, Myths That Made Us. Each episode we'll explore how the African narrative contributed to global culture and why it's important that we remember. Remember who? The gods they never taught us about. Welcome to this channel. Subscribe for more updates. We'll start with Shango. In West Africa, Shango is the supreme god of thunder and lightning. He is just, he is merciful, but he is also quick to punish those who disrespect him. Each clap of thunder, each flash of lightning was a sign of his power, and his power wasn't just feared, it was respected. More than that, though, Shango represented justice, masculinity, divine authority. In short, Shango embodied the strength and wisdom and courage that every man should aspire to. He was a warrior king, a fierce protector of his people. And his legacy? It lives on in Brazil and Cuba and Haiti, where they call him Chango, Zango, Zentos, each name a testament to the reach of his power. Next, we have Oya. Oya, the powerful Orisha of storms and change. To the Yoruba people, she was more than a deity. She was a force of nature, a whirlwind of energy and power. Oya, the goddess of the winds, controlled the very breath of life. She could calm the raging storm or unleash its fury. Nothing was beyond her power. She was the guardian of the gates of the dead, a fierce protector of those who had passed on. But Oya was more than just a fierce warrior. She was a healer too. She could soothe the troubled mind and guide those who were lost. Despite her immense power, she was humble, always willing to help those in need. Her spirit continues to inspire awe and wonder, reminding us that even in the midst of chaos, there is beauty and power. Ogun, the mighty blacksmith god. To the Yoruba people, Ogun was the patron of all warriors, hunters, and travelers. He was the god of iron and steel, the giver of strength and protection. Ogun was the embodiment of courage, skill, and precision. His name echoed across the land, inspiring both reverence and respect, and with good reason. Ogun was not only a fierce fighter, he was also a master craftsman, a builder and innovator. He taught humans how to make tools and weapons, how to hunt and defend themselves. He showed them how to harness the power of iron to build and create. Without Ogun, humanity would have remained stuck in its primitive ways. So it's no wonder that he's revered as one of the most important deities in the Yoruba pantheon. Then there's Olokun, the enigmatic deity of the deep ocean. To the people of West Africa, Olokun was more than just a god. He was a mystery, a vast and unknowable being whose power and wisdom were beyond human comprehension. He ruled the depths of the ocean, a realm of perpetual darkness and crushing pressure, where sunlight could not penetrate and strange and wonderful creatures swam unseen. Yet Olokun thrived in this alien world, and he was said to possess untold wealth and power. But despite his riches, Olokun was not a greedy or selfish god. He was a generous and benevolent ruler who bestowed his blessings on those who respected him. He was a keeper of secrets, a bringer of dreams, and a guide to the underworld. Finally, we have two powerful goddesses from different cultures. We have Asase Ya, the Ashanti earth goddess, and Anyanwu, the Igbo sun goddess. Asase Ya was the giver of life and fertility, the source of nourishment and growth. She was also a fierce protector of her people, a warrior goddess who fought alongside her children when they were threatened. Anyanwu, on the other hand, was the goddess of the sun and moon, the bringer of light and wisdom. She was the source of knowledge and enlightenment, and she guided those who sought her out with her radiant light. Together, Asase Ya and Anyanwu represent the duality of the feminine divine, the nurturing and the enlightening, the warrior and the wise, the protector and the teacher. But why did they fade from our collective memory? Why did colonization erase their names and replace them with foreign gods? Because the powers that be wanted to erase our history, replace our gods with theirs, tell the world our stories were savage, when in fact our gods were divine, our myths were sacred, our culture was cosmic. But the diaspora remembers. In Santeria, Candomblé, Vodou, these gods live on. They were carried across oceans, hidden in songs, preserved in rituals. They survived slavery, silence, and shame. And now we reclaim. We speak their names: Shango, Oya, Ogun, Olokun, Asasaya, Anyanwu. These names are more than just words. They're a declaration, a reminder that our divine legacy is ours to reclaim, our power to speak. So remember their names, tell their stories. For in doing so, we honor the gods who have been with us since the beginning, the gods who are a part of our very being, the African gods.